You who want the forces to consult you first. You wanted the forces to consult the parliament first. Before the rebels attacked Uganda, the capital, did they consult them?
Do you need them to consult now you're going to attack?
No, you don't. The forces, the UPDF forces, for the great work done in response to the attack on the capital of Uganda. Congratulations. Two, there was a question of unserious MPs. I'm sorry to call them unserious, but there was a question of unserious MPs where they raised their
circumstances. The more you keep quiet on issues that are affecting a nation, okay, you give chance. The more intellectuals keep quiet on issues that affect the nation, you give chances to idiots. You give chances to...
All right, a very good afternoon and good morning, good night to those people from different countries. We are here on the live show for Youth Frontliners. We appreciate those who have watched our recent programs. We love your comment and advice. And we are. You know, Uganda is the country that is full of youths, so we want to know where are we heading in the next years. Are youth of Uganda quite responsible for all what is happening in the country? Whom should we blame at the end of the day? To my view, we are the responsible people. Talk about issues that are affecting the nation in the way of advising the responsible officers. There are those who are not easily to understand, but we shall hammer these words into your heads, you know, with the paper I'm talking about. So here we are today with my colleagues to discuss apparent issues into our nation. You're looking at Museneros. How do you buy rats, each rat at 80 million, 10 million, and you fail to present issues in the parliament? We're going to look at Muhammad Segirinya. He has been bailed out, but still, the courts of law, some of them, they've refused to release him, so we don't know what exactly it means. And also want to see, is Entebbe Airport still for Ugandans, or is for Ugandans, you know, in courts? Here we are, ready to go. A very good morning. Let me start. Say hi to our viewers. And
good morning, viewers. A great appreciation to the Man U fans. We had a very nice game. Big up to Man U. I'm very privileged to be on this show. We have a few issues to discuss, and we hope we give you the right knowledge to listen to them and contemplate.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, good morning, viewers. My name is Anderson Themba, a regular frontliner. I'm glad to be on this mighty show. And before we start, I would like to put this across. For the people that you are going to talk about, don't take it negatively, take it positively. Thank you.
Yeah, so they should take them in a positive faith.
Yes.
Yes. You know, guys, we are coming. Yes, lady.
Good morning, dear viewers. My name is letest Anita Mugabe. I'm also glad to be part of this show today. And I think whatever will be discussed here, you should not take it negatively. You should instead look into the matter.
It seems you people are going to be very hard. Why are you talking about negativity and...
it's not all about negativity.
You
know, we are preparing your mind. That's
Yeah.
you're receiving something.
What is happening
we are giving
today?
our own opinion.
Yeah.
You're giving, yes, people are giving their opinion.
As citizens of this great nation.
Yes. You know, in most cases, all Ugandans, just remember, Uganda chose you. You did not choose to be Ugandan.
True.
So, the moment you're chosen to be somewhere, try to value your presentation of given place.
Exactly.
Like me, I'm a proud Westerner, and there are people who wish that I wish I was a Dinka, but they can't, you know. It's just in me. So, we are also proud to be Ugandans. Where are we taking our nation today? You know those people, they're aged, yeah? So I always advise those aged people, I'm giving you some articulation of words that inspire us before you expire. But
True.
it's unfortunate they have expired before they inspired. They asked to do the right thing they should be doing.
So it's us inspiring them.
So, in other words, our role is we are going to inspire you before we expire.
But they have not yet expired.
They expired.
That reminds me of one politician
Hey.
who said if you don't come, if Parliament doesn't come to the ghetto,
Mm.
eh?
The
then
ghetto.
the ghetto you got the Parliament.
Sign. If the parliament does not come to the ghetto,
Then the
the ghetto will come to the parliament.
Yeah.
And here we are, things are changing.
But do you think the ghetto will go to the parliament?
It's already there.
It's already
you sure?
there. Yeah, it went there. Eh?
Let's sit back and watch.
And you know, moderator,
Yes.
under normal circumstances, the more you keep quiet on issues that are affecting a nation, okay, you give chance. The more intellectuals keep quiet on issues that affect a nation, you give chances to idiots.
Eh?
Eh? You give chances to idiots.
Today's show is not easy, my friends.
Yeah, you give
It has
chances-
started with idiots
You give chances to idiots taking charge of the what?
of the nation.
Of the nation.
And indeed, they are driving us at a very high speed,
Yeah,
which is
what,
very
are you,
abnormal.
what are you trying to insinuate now?
I know, we don't know. All right, we are going to have our three topics looking at the international airport. We are going to look at
strike,
Muhammad Segrinya. At the same time, we are looking at the what?
The striking.
The striking.
Yes.
There's, let's start the very hot one. Who is responsible for all actions and activities of Uganda, especially like these guys who are in Congo and things of that kind? Who is responsible?
I want to respond to your question. I think the Commander-in-Chief, whom we very well know, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, is responsible
Is responsible.
for such issues.
Is this parliament for an individual? Is this government for an individual?
No. Now, for starters, I want to congratulate the forces, the UPDF forces, for the great work done in response to the attack on the capital of Uganda. Congratulations. Two, there was a question of unserious MPs. I'm sorry to call them unserious, but there was a question of unserious MPs where they raised their heads up high and were saying we should have been consulted before a strike is taken on rebels, on terrorists. My question to MPs, those particular MPs, goes to you people. The question is, did these rebels that you're defending consult you first? If they did, please tell us in the limelight. If they did, as we don't know.
Repeat your question. Which question are you asking them?
I am asking the MPs. You who want the forces to consult you first. You wanted the forces to consult the parliament first. Before the rebels attacked
Uganda.
the capital, did they consult them?
Do you need them to consult now they're going to attack?
No, we don't need to consult. The forces don't need to consult parliament.
You know, we are looking
By
at,
far, they don't need to consult because, you see, security is a difficult issue to handle. When I am going to come to you as an enemy, I don't need to blow whistles for you to know that I am coming. Just as they came to us with an element of surprise as people were comfortably in their capital working, we should or we ought to have done the same thing which we did. And congratulations goes to the UPDF and Commander-in-Chief.
But you, man, I don't know. What's your take on his argument?
thank you, moderator, and thank you, Mr. Roderick. You know, you can't come on a national TV, okay, and then you urge out issues, okay. These were terrorists.
Definitely.
So you're not supposed to respond like a what?
As a terrorist?
As a terrorist.
No, we
Listen.
are not responding as terrorists. We are
No,
responding.
you
you
killed
are,
the people.
you are, you are.
We are responding as people that defended
Listen,
themselves.
listen.
Okay, because we were hit first.
Listen.
So in return, what Uganda did, or what the forces of Uganda did, was in self-defense.
That is not self-defense.
That was it.
That's not self-defense.
That was it.
Listen,
Then
this,
what was
no,
it? Did
this
we
nation,
attack first?
the nation Uganda has got a rule of law.
Yes.
Okay? Laws are in place to guide the operations of all the forces we have in Uganda.
So do you say
we
went
listen,
against the law?
Exactly.
Which law was
Exactly.
that?
We have the UPDF Act.
Which
I don't
states?
no.
Which
which
states?
says that that before troops leave the country, before UPDF
You
carries
must be
carries
sure.
on. Listen,
You
listen,
people- you
listen,
must be sure about
listen,
the kind
listen,
of
Rodrick.
law you're talking about.
Listen, Rodrick. The UPDF Act stipulates it very clearly
That?
on foreign missions, okay, before a national force, okay, attacks, okay, insurgency from okay, outside Uganda, yeah, it has to seek approval from what?
From the parliament.
From the parliament. And this is not the first time. It has happened there before. Uganda went and attacked went and intervened in the case of security in South Sudan without approval from what? From the government. This is the first time we're entering into Congo. You know the history about Congo and,
I very well know
and UPDF. And you know, we as Ugandans, what we are now facing.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Let me give you a simple question
Yes.
to relate
Yes.
on.
Please do.
For instance, and every Ugandan out there that wants to concur with him should ask themselves this question. I wake up today morning, come to your house, and attack you. Okay?
As a who?
As maybe a killer, a robber, or a thief.
Proceed.
Okay? I come to attack you. In the process of attack, do you first make a phone call to the police station that should I attack back?
No.
Thank you.
No,
You
Rodrick,
react.
listen.
No,
listen.
you react immediately in self-defense.
Your example doesn't relate to the
No,
type of
it
fighting
relates.
we are having.
It relates.
We are talking about a sovereign state.
No,
we are talking about a sovereign state.
It relates in a way
Yes.
of consultation.
No,
Uganda did not have the time or did not have the right to start to ask Parliament, please, can we go? They attacked us, so now you see, then you go into longer days, so the plan is this. So why?
Okay, why do you have law in
Those
place?
are issues
Why
of
do you have?
generals. You don't have to.
No.
Those are issues.
Okay,
of
no,
generals.
let me
the issues of the generals.
You don't have to. You don't have to run
the issue
to
of
a
the-
civilian and start to explain
The
schematics of how you're going to attack.
the issues of the
an
generals,
enemy.
the issues of the generals drag us civilians into.
Okay, now the question is,
they drag us into the.
okay, my
They drag
concern,
us into their issues.
Have they dragged you there?
I'm a citizen of Uganda.
Do you know why you've not been dragged there?
No, I'm a citizen. We are
But
dragged.
do you know why?
We are dragged.
No,
It
being
has-
dragged,
it-
being
okay,
dragged
it-
in this,
it
in
is
this
us
kind
to
of state,
suffer. Let's ask
being
this.
dragged in this kind of state
Not-
means
it
that
is-
your life or you are currently under duress
you
or
see,
something.
you see,
honesty.
Rodrigue.
You guys, hold on. My concern is this. If those rebels, ADF, attacked Uganda
Yes.
in the form of terrorists,
Yes.
are Ugandans also terrorists?
No, they are not terrorists.
Then what are you defending?
You see, let me tell you something. I earlier gave you a simple example, however small
No,
it was.
it doesn't
Let me-
relate
let
to
me-
this
let me-
current situation.
let me- no,
brother.
it should
It
relate.
does, no,
if
no,
it
no.
doesn't
we
relate
are,
with
we are
you,
talking about a sovereign state and terrorists.
yes.
A sovereign state is an establishment by law. Terrorists don't have, I don't think they follow any.
Can I
law.
ask you a question?
You understand? So
Is-
a
no,
sovereign-
let me give you a
listen,
question. Let me
listen,
give you a question that
listen,
relates,
Listen,
okay?
listen.
The question that relates to him
Yes,
is this. Is the United States a sovereign state?
Yes, it is.
Why then did it attack?
Attack who?
It has killed Osama bin Laden.
But-
It was one of the forces that killed in Gaddafi.
But their parliament sat.
Did they just go there?
Are you sure?
Yeah, it
They
did.
sat.
Are you sure?
It did,
They
my
sat.
friend.
Even
Please make
remember,
your research.
No, go and do
Kofi
your research.
Annan.
Make
and
your
do
your
research.
Go and do your research.
Listen,
Bin Laden.
Kofi Annan sat. By then he was.
Bin Laden, Muammar Gaddafi, which other Muslim guy was this terrorist? With Gaddafi it sat. With Bin Laden it didn't.
No. It
Make
did.
research.
It did.
Make
It
research,
did.
you'll
Okay.
find out.
Now we don't. Now let me tell you. there's what we call, we cannot solve a temporary situation with a permanent decision.
So wait, so you I don't know, Ugandans, we should be so patriotic.
There's no patriotic
Please.
of killing people.
You're not killing people. You're
What are
defending
you doing?
yourself.
What?
These
What
are
those
terrorists.
bats? What
These
those
are
bats?
terrorists that Intel has that they were still going to attack on our soil.
Okay, who did you kill? Who did you kill? We've seen the UPDF coming on
That's
social media, praising the attacks. How many have you killed?
that is why
According to the no. According to the videos that are circulating, have you seen any bomb being targeted at a
you
certain
see,
group?
that
So-
is
so-
a question
so
that does not.
that is another question for
for-
discussion. But yeah,
exactly.
the issue here is, you can. I don't know how much words you can use, but you cannot. There's no way you can defend this act.
So you're one of the people that say we should have gone to parliament first.
The
Yes.
parliament,
Then assuming the parliament had okayed it, then what would you say?
We attack.
okay, if they're
Then we
told,
are terrorists.
No,
But you are questioning
no,
me.
not the
You are
terrorists.
questioning
No.
that.
The
no,
authority,
UPDF,
the
they're already
authority.
terrorists.
Yes.
How do you go in somebody's country without any permission from the parliament?
No,
parliament.
I continue to congratulate the UPDF with
Please
the commander
do.
in
So
chief
these are the people who
for
say,
the good work great
These are the
done.
people-
Yes,
said,
please, but you don't know the
let us
implications.
inspire you
Which
before you
implications?
expire.
No, is this the first time of Uganda to go to Congo?
So what implications have we faced
No,
if it is not the first
my
time?
friend.
Okay, if you don't come to the ghetto,
Go and read
the
the-
No,
ghetto
go
will
and
come to the parliament.
Have you
Let- let's first go
do you understand?
Go and read the
when,
history.
when the commander in chief
Go
goes
and
out
read the
there,
history.
listen,
Go and read the history
listen, wait,
of Congo
wait.
and what?
And
Uganda, and see how
Wait.
much we are made
wait,
to
when
pay as compensation to what?
we are still
To Congo.
paying.
We are still paying.
when the
So,
commander when the
you may-
commander in
you-
chief
you may
when the
stand
commander
here.
in chief stands up and addresses
You may-
countries and calls for a federation between all African states, do you understand what that means?
When he does what?
When he talks about federation, do you understand it?
Yes.
What does it mean?
Elaborate about it.
No, what does it mean if you understand
No,
it?
let me give you my
Your point
understanding
of view.
it. Yes. I'm going to give you my. But first conclude with your point.
Now, when he talks about that, he basically talks about unification of countries in Africa. Okay? To stand on our 2 feet and know that even when we are blacks, we have energy to contain and hold one another. Okay? So if you are if you are under the Africa globe and you attack another African country and then you attack another African country, what do you expect?
Okay, Mr. Roderick, I'm posing
So
this.
we need to be
I-
one.
I want to
you,
pose-
you can't,
I want to pose
I
this
can't
question to
slap
you.
you today
I want
and
to
then
pose-
you smile and
I
give
want
me
to,
money.
I want to pose to you this question.
No,
Yes.
no.
UPDF has attacked, okay, Congo, fighting the ADF. But do you know UN is distancing itself from our attack? Have you read about that?
Yes.
Do you know why?
No, we don't know. Tell us.
Because
Perhaps.
we were able to stand for ourselves.
No.
Without consulting.
No.
Without consultation.
No.
I don't know why
Let's
we-
hear
we
from
need-
this lady.
I don't know why we need to.
No.
I don't know why Ugandans want to consult.
Okay, why
not
do you
on
have
every
why
issue.
do you have law?
Why don't you
Why do you have the
legislators
law?
go and
Why-
legislate for your
why-
constituency?
But how do
Why
you
do-
call the
why do
chief
you have
in
the law?
command? You know why? How does he call chief in command?
Why do you have the law in place then?
Let me answer his question. Please repeat for people.
How
to
do you call the chief in command?
the president of Uganda?
And for us, who's our president?
The same man.
No.
Who is your president,
I
Mr.
know.
Moderator?
Okay. What's your take on this?
I think the government, the UPDF was supposed to, okay, not actually consulting, but informing the parliament about the mission, about their mission to go and attack the ADF camps in DRC. But on the other hand,
Do you know why it's called a mission?
on the other hand, this country a few weeks back, how they threatened the security of the country, I think to the UPDF it was so urgent for them to act.
Thank you so much.
Urgent in 2 weeks.
Thank you so much.
When did us attack us?
Hey, you wanted
It's
us.
the second-
You wanted
almost
us
we're
to
going in a
attack.
month.
You wanted us to attack after.
No.
after
If it was
a
that
year.
urgent, if it was that urgent, they would attack the following morning. I don't think it was urgent.
And because the ADF came out and claimed responsibility of the attacks,
No,
So-
okay, maybe, but I don't understand. ICC claims we are responsible. ADS claims, unless you are telling us, like
Let me tell
our
you.
boss
Now,
said.
let me answer.
Our boss said, these pigs that are killing people now are these UPD pigs in Congo.
Let me go back from where you said ADF and ISIS. Now, I am proud to say I am a young security analyst in our country. Very proud to mention it. ISIS claimed responsibility.
For bombs attack.
Yes, in Uganda. ADF claimed responsibility. Now, how do they conquer? ISIS is the biggest, one of the biggest terrorist groups that we know there is. And ADF is small, right? For you to be recruited as ADF, you must be in conjunction with ISIS. ISIS sponsors ADF.
Alleged.
Not
Allegedly.
alleged.
Are you-
Make your
are you
research.
sure?
Not alleged.
Allegedly.
Not
My
alleged.
friend, it's allegedly. Okay, where do
According
you
to you,
base your research?
listen. ISIS sponsors ADF. ISIS members train the ADF.
When was ISIS created?
Listen, trains ADF.
When was ISIS created?
I'm coming. I'm coming. Listen to what I'm trying to tell you. You get? So if ADF stood up as a junior and claimed, then the big boss also claimed. That means they work together. Okay? And history has it, these two work together.
No, it was the ISIS that claimed
This,
first.
Whatsoever, even the junior.
this
had
is
to
what I'm
pick on
telling you.
to-
This is what I'm telling you.
to-
This is what I'm telling you. Rule of law. We have rule of law in Uganda.
Because our concern is
We have a parliament.
the authorization of
that was instituted
them
by
to
the
move
Constitution
out.
of Uganda. Okay, that is responsible. We have the UPDF Act that case stipulates it. I think it's section 23. I'm not sure of the section of that UPDF Act. You understand?
Then
We
you
are not
should-
supposed
if
to
you're
act.
not sure, then you should
We
not
are-
be.
we-
you should not be in front of Ugandans and lie.
No. But the UPDF Act, there's the UPDF Act.
It is there, but you must be able
Okay,
to
okay,
give
check.
it to the
Okay,
Ugandans
it's okay.
to know it.
It's okay. Check section 23 and
I
see
don't
and prove
need
me
to
wrong.
check. You're supposed to tell them.
Anyway, Uganda as a sovereign state didn't have to react as a terrorist. It is okay to attack Congo. Okay.
As what?
No, sorry. It's okay to attack the EDF the ADF camps in what? In the Congo. It is okay.
Then why then
Listen,
complain about it?
listen.
Because that's what we did.
Listen to my submission. It's okay to attack the ADF camps in Congo. Okay, but the operation ought to have been done as per the what? As per the law. So that when we get issues in the future, I know, but the parliament did what? The parliament approved this. We've seen operations where parliament never authorized the attacks. We saw what happened in Congo. Okay, you know what happened there. You know the consequences that is an ordinary Ugandan citizen that is now facing indirectly. Okay. You know how much penalties were given to Uganda? Okay, we want to go into that. The attack, Roderick. Don't think we are here to defend. I'm not here to defend terrorists. I'm here to remind you that we have the rule of law. Procedures had to be taken.
You see.
Okay.
Let's see this lady as a lawyer. What do you think onto this? What should the chief in command must have done?
He must, without, I cannot say consulting, but given a notice, or yes, notified the parliament about the said mission that was to be taken. But then, the question is, did the government of Uganda first consult the DRC government,
Definitely.
and was it allowed?
Yes.
Yes.
Because it brings me back to my point of the ADF threatened the security of the country. So it means that even if the UPDF has not consulted the parliament, they had to go there. They
Thank
had
you
to
so much.
attack.
Thank
Because these terrorists attacked us and they have destabilized
Exactly.
the
They
peace
pushed us
in the
somehow
DRC
behind.
Congo.
No, me, I will
No, hold on.
I'll disagree with both of you.
No, let her first finish. Finish.
I didn't say they were not supposed to consult. I said at least they would have notified the parliament.
But
However
I want
much
to correct you on
the security issue is a very important issue.
But we are not supposed to play around.
It's very important.
You see,
I'm not. Hold on.
As
Hold
a
on.
security,
I'm not saying the parliament. Me still. Me, I don't know whether they did right or they did good. But I know they were killing those Ugandans who are dying. The Ugandans.
Which Ugandans?
Those are soldiers who sometimes who are killed in the battle wars.
Did you hear that the spokesperson, Brigadier General Flavia Vekwas, reported any deaths?
That one I know. We know.
Then what took you
No,
there?
no. Let me tell you.
Did you hear?
Let me tell
her
you.
report any deaths
To
of
me
Ugandans?
as a person.
What took you there then?
Oh, the fact that there were no deaths reported, our mission was
so-
very successful.
Come on.
Come
on.
By
Which
the way,
death?
Come on.
by the way, it is so far.
the-
This mission is by far the most successful mission Uganda has taken on.
Where
But
did
you
they
wait for
start?
ICC.
Two, I want to enlighten her on something. When a government with its armed forces is going to have such a strike, the procedure of rule in the mission is only and only the people that are supposed to take part in the mission are the ones supposed to know about it.
Okay.
Okay, so there is no way.
Where do you base that, Roderick?
Please.
Where do you base? Where was it written? Where is it stipulated? I mean, let us not just come out and don't come out and just educate us on issues.
Okay,
that
let me give
yourself
you
don't
another
understand.
example. I think that will
Where was it
will
written?
educate you. My moderator.
Yes.
When you're going to execute a plan yourself, do you notify everyone, your friends, your brothers?
There
your
are matters of
sisters,
the nation. There are matters of individuals.
It's unfortunate.
Now,
The examples.
the matters-
It is
the
unfortunate
matters-
that the examples is giving us. Don't relate to our discussion.
No,
No,
they
actually, you can
they
tell
should.
them.
Do you know
You
why?
can tell them,
Do you
but
know
you
why?
cannot tell them
Do you
that
know
they-
why I bring them down to where? Because I want you to understand them.
No.
No, if you
You
want it to be
understand.
a
You are
surprise
confusing.
attack,
It
you
has
can
to
tell
be a
them, but you don't
surprise
tell
attack.
them.
You are
They
confusing
did.
us.
It
Tell
has
them-
to be a
No,
surprise
Tell
attack.
them,
by the
if
way-
it is supposed to be a surprise attack, you tell them you're coming,
We are but
don't
don't tell them the
that
date.
Okay, how surprised was it?
With
How surprised
It was not even a
this?
surprise.
Because
They went for
even
photo shoot. They went for photo shoot. For tea, exchanging papers.
Yes.
That we, guys, we
We
are attacking
saw.
tomorrow. It wasn't my friend. They think defend what is right.
Let me
They
give you an
Mr.
intel.
That-
Let
it's
me-
my
let me give you
concern.
an intel.
You were no,
When
no,
they went to
you were a
attack, they
Ugandan.
killed birds, they killed the
You
trees.
you are a
Let me-
Ugandan.
let me
So
give
if
you-
you're defending the government, listen. If you're
Let-
defending
let me
the
give you
government,
proper intel.
listen. If you're defending the
You
government,
know that-
defend it with the right with the facts. This was not a mission.
They exchanged
It was
papers.
what?
No. It was
It was what?
It was not a
No,
secret
they want to
mission.
steal
It
gold,
was not a
maybe.
secret
It
mission.
wasn't. We knew of the attack.
Yes.
3 days, like
do
2
you know
days
that
before.
the
Who
DRC
you and
government
who?
said that
The
they were
news all over
supposed
the
to be
media, come
notified
on.
2 days before the
No,
attack?
didn't you see Imbara? Didn't you see the chief of defense forces of DRC Imbara
Exchanging papers.
exchanging papers with Imbadi?
You
Yeah,
guys.
so
So,
it's
so
over
the
media.
papers
And
read that there was going to be an attack.
Yes, the following day.
The
They
following day
said-
attack
they
took
said it.
place.
They have agreed that UPDF to enter what? To enter Congo.
Do you
and
think
bomb
Ugandans
the-
are not
the-
They
understanding?
said the DRC
Listen,
government
my
is
friend,
saying
listen.
that they were supposed
Let
to
me
be
give you
notified
why
2 days
it was a
before, but they
surprise.
weren't.
Which
They were not.
surprise?
Listen, when General Mbala
And,
and Mbadi,
and
listen,
it's
wait,
very
wait,
right.
wait,
It was a
wait.
surprise to the Ugandans.
Wait,
that
no.
UPDF went there minus approval of the what?
Of
Wait,
Congolese.
let me-
Of the parliament.
No,
That is a surprise.
wait.
We
Let
are
me
surprised.
explain, Mr. Moderator, protect me.
We are protected.
When General Mbala and Mbadi exchanged papers, agreement on attack on the ADF was made. Okay? None of us know whether it was agreed to be done the next day, next week, or next year. Okay? The news brought out that they had accepted
To be attacked.
Do you
to
know
be
that
attacked.
after
Okay?
signing those papers?
Listen, wait.
Okay.
Who had accepted?
Wait. The government of Congo and Uganda had accepted, had come to an agreement. But you and I know that even when the news came or broke to your ears, it did not say that it would be tomorrow.
Do you know?
Therefore, it was a surprise attack to the ADF because they did not know when it would happen. However, they knew that they would be attacked. And it was so much of a
So
surprise.
they were informed and now
and
they
so
escaped.
much, and so it was so much of a surprise that immediately the agreement was made, they were struck. Time to prepare, they didn't have time to think, to train, to gather forces, and they were hit.
That's what you think. Okay, no,
But
no.
after signing the agreement, that the DRC Congo, the DRC government says that they were supposed to be notified about the attack 2 days before, which the Ugandan government didn't do.
No, but we were able
By the way,
to...
she's right.
But
She's
you
right.
know,
But
that
fine.
is it called Kichadi?
No.
Chadi, the president.
If you read,
He was
if,
not informed.
if
in
you read the
time.
news, let me tell you. Now let me educate you.
Yeah.
And the ICC is knocking.
Listen, if you read the news very well, Biekwaso, Brigadier Biekwaso says that it was a joint what?
Effort.
A operation.
The
The spokesperson of the DRC government says
Yes.
they agreed on concerted terms.
Yes.
They are saying concerted terms. These are saying it was a joint operation. So now that's what is in the media.
Still, that spokesperson is saying they were supposed
Yes.
to be
So-
informed
so-
2 days
so Mr.
before.
Rodriguez,
But they were informed.
Mr.
You know, this
Mr.
remains
Mr.
politics
Mr.
at the end of
don't
the day.
don't behave more.
They
more
were
Those are
informed.
not politics
However,
because these are two
don't
with
act
different states.
with this kind of argument, we would love to urge the youth out there that the youth, if we want to benefit more in our country, in our state, in our sovereign state, we
Now
must
you are
It's
aware.
not.
we must
No,
be,
according to
we-
you,
we must
according
be-
to you, it's not a sovereign state.
we
It
must
is, it's
be-
an individual
listen,
state.
No,
I am
mafia
advising
state.
the youth.
Mafia.
I am advising the youth, my friend.
No, you're contradicting.
It's youth
You're
front
contradicting. You sovereign. You can't talk about sovereignty, and then you don't bring in the element of rule of law.
No, but we have the rules. So I
No,
was
you can't.
telling- I was
You
telling
can't
the youth.
divorce.
I was telling the youth.
You
that
can't. You
please,
can't divorce sovereignty from rule of what?
I
From rule
was
of law.
still
So if
advising the youth. Mr. Moderator, protect
you are wrong advising them.
I am not.
Because
I'm not wrong.
You are wrong
yet.
advising
Have you
them.
had my advice?
No,
have you had it?
They're getting.
Have you had it? Let me mention it. You say it is
They are
wrong.
getting an advice from a wrong person.
No, let me mention it.
Who
Then
does?
you say it is
Who
wrong.
doesn't believe in the rule of what?
Overall.
Rule of law.
Listen.
What
my,
do you
my
think?
advice.
Let's hear what
my,
he said.
My advice to the youth is this:
On what?
on our country, on our nation, and in conjunction with this issue, that you should be in position to be patriotic. This was a patriotism act, an act that shows that we love our nation, we want to maintain the peace there is that the current government brought, and we must appreciate it. We cannot be cowards and let anyone tamper with us.
But how come you're speaking like Mr. Him?
Because he's
The
father.
challenge we're having with Rodrick, Mr. Rodrick is trying to be more of a Ugandan than us.
I am not
if-
being more.
But no, what are going to do? Our next tour, you must come with his DNA to confirm.
I know he's a Ugandan.
I'm a Ugandan.
But
I'm a
but
pure
but
Ugandan.
he's trying to act more of a Ugandan than the rest on this panel.
No,
which
it's
is
not
wrong.
that.
Issues that are
Affecting our nation.
affecting our nation, affect Mr. Wamtemba, affect Ahebwa, affect Anita, affect Rodrick, affect even the cameraman.
Because if they are saying the ICC is coming for the government,
Eh,
then
inclu- we
if
are
they are
also included.
penalized,
Eh,
it's us that
it's
are paying
us,
the taxes.
not
Because
them.
we are looking, the resources By the time it comes when you're working with maybe the upcoming government or this government, it is us going to be paying the
Yes,
taxes.
Yes.
It really
In
pains
case
to pay
they are
something that you've not
In
eaten.
case they are penalty.
No, we're already there because we're already paying our grandfathers things they did.
Yes.
I mean, it's things what he did. We are still paying up now. Why should you go back in the same mistake that these guys did?
Me,
But
I would like to urge.
I think
As
I
you're
think
summarizing
comparing-
in this
As I'm
context.
submitting, as I'm giving my final submission on this issue, I would like to urge the government. Let us follow the rule of law.
That's the most important
Our
thing.
motto says, "For God and what?
And our country.
For God and my country."
we-
I support.
we
I
prayed
would
to
support.
God,
I
we prayed to
I would
God for
support.
protection,
I would
and we
support.
protected our country.
I would support any operation.
Like our motto says,
I would-
for God and my country.
Listen, I would support any operation that is carried by the Uganda People Defense Forces. Okay, because their aim is to protect. Is it to protect and serve?
Yes.
Is protect and serve Uganda, within Uganda and beyond Ugandan borders. That is okay. But if they are to do that, they have to follow the rules
Of law.
The rule of law. We have a parliament in the place that approves all the operations of the forces, of Ugandan forces.
That is true.
You understand? So, if you don't follow that, you will strike, go on media, brag, we've done this, but
But it, we,
Okay, your
but
point
the,
is
the
point is noted.
consequences,
We are not bragging.
but the consequences,
We are not
the
bragging.
consequences would be felt by the what? By a Ugandan, a muntu wa wansi. You understand?
Okay, that's a high. Submit has concluded on this topic. Are we still Ugandans? Do everything the government does, are we responsible for whatever they do?
One, we are still Ugandans and we shall die Ugandans. Whether you like it or not, you will die a Ugandan. And what the government does, we are highly responsible because we are citizens under the current government. And the fact that we acknowledge and accept to be led by the government, we therefore concur with their activities. Not all the time, but most of the time. Okay? I honestly want us to leave this show in appreciation.
Appreciating what?
The UPDF. Even when you say the parliament was not consulted, we must have a heart of patriotism and accept that Uganda was trying to defend the citizens, the loss of life in Uganda, the injuries that were made on Ugandans, the destruction of business for Ugandans. It was trying its best
Okay,
to defend all that happened on the soil.
okay, my concern is,
My
let me ask you before you conclude. Do you know any business that UPDF does in Uganda?
yes,
Which one?
shoe polish making. Go to Ruelo Have you been to Ruelo Industries? Another business, Uzima Water.
You already see Uzima, those things, they are yours.
I've seen Ugandans, that water is given to Ugandans
For free?
for free. Even on the box.
Of
it's
all
written,
things,
whoever is
of
selling
all
that
things
water,
were in water.
Please, whoever is
No,
selling
my
that
concern
water,
is,
no,
what
I
I'm
think it is
what
wrong.
I'm trying to mean
I
is
think
this.
you're diverting us.
Yes.
You were submitting initially.
No,
I was
I'm
submitting just
I'm
the
trying to
question.
ask him. The revenue that comes from UPDF activities they do, it will be benefiting most of us. That was my question. What that they do benefits the other person, Because
Let me
this,
tell you,
their
let me just give you one
attack,
thing. Let me
it
just
is the
give you-
government of it's
let me
us
give
guys
you-
who are
let
paying.
me
Who are
give
not
you-
even the system.
Let me give you. You've asked what does the UPDF do that benefits me and you. Not so. I'm going to give you only one, and I submit. Only one. What the UPDF does that benefits me and you is security.
Eh.
security. My last submission
Okay,
is,
so which can, okay.
my last
Having
submission,
the guns with them, that's what
No,
they call
he meant,
security.
I think he meant in terms of, you meant in terms of revenue.
That's why I said.
Raising revenue.
Yes, because the revenues, it is us who are paying.
raising, paying taxes.
Yes, that.
Uzima pays taxes. Rural Industries pays taxes. Whichever activity that UPDF indulge itself into pays taxes.
Okay.
Because
I don't-
URSBS
I'm not-
has their,
I'm-
their
Okay, it is
businesses
okay.
in
It's
China.
okay,
I'm not
submit.
going to allow to be dragged in this kind of.
Please stay out of it.
Yes.
Please stay out
Yes,
of it.
yes.
My last submission is this. Ugandans, kindly let's be patriotic enough. Let's feel for the lives that were lost. Let's feel for the lives that were injured. Let's feel for those whose businesses were destroyed, and understand that the first payment the government has given to us is self-defense and showing that we are not a country to be played around with by terrorists, moreover. Please.
Okay. That is Mr. Roderick. Yes. What do you think? What will be the final submission on? Is the government of Uganda? I can't even define. Are we Ugandans? Do you have the parliament that is responsible for the activities of Uganda?
Yes, we have.
Mm.
As I earlier said, yes, they were supposed to notify the parliament about the said mission before it was taken. But still, to some extent, what they did was necessary. To some extent.
To a greater extent, not so.
Yes,
No,
to some
to some
extent,
extent.
what they did was right to attack the ADF. Because by doing that, they were trying to protect the security of the Ugandans.
Okay. Okay.
However much they didn't consult the parliament.
You know, let me tell you, it is our government whereby we've lost trust from the top to the last. Today they speak A, next tomorrow they speak Z. So I'm urging our government, please kindly, the most important thing is instill trust in us. Because people have lost trust. You're telling us ADF Kumbe, they are those guns of yours. Tomorrow they tell ICC, they will tell something else. You know, I remember when he was asked by the parliament, when the parliament asked Mama Janet to come and explain some few things, and she said, you find me where? Nukololo. But if you accept to be responsible for that given activity, obey by the rules of law. But it is only in Uganda where somebody thinks is alpha and omega of the nation. What are we learning from these youths? We must grow knowing that the country to move.
Have you been to Rwanda?
Please don't give me those Rwanda things. Maybe you're the old Rwandese, I may be. Leave us from there. So for that reason, our program is ending from here. We are discussing on the issues that are affecting our nation. Who is responsible for security system in Uganda? Me, all along I thought that everybody must be responsible for one another. But it's only in Uganda, people, when they think of security, is having guns and pistols with them. But security means being safe at work, safe at home, safe when we are here. But it's only in Uganda talk about security, having askaris on the gate. Stay well. Bye-bye.